Chapter 1. Review the life of the Buddha. 1. Who was the hero of the story and what is his background? The hero of the story is Prince Siddhartha, who would later become known as the Buddha. He was a member of the Sakya clan and lived more than 2,500 years ago. 2. Where exactly did Siddhartha's parents live, and what is the significance of their location? Siddhartha's parents lived in a city called Kapilavatthu, which was located in India in the foothills of the Himalayas. 3. What caste did Siddhartha's parents belong to and how did it shape their lives? Siddhartha's parents belonged to the Indian warrior caste, which was a high social class that was associated with military and administrative duties. 4. After the death of Siddhartha's mother, who was responsible for taking care of him, and what was the relationship between them? After the death of Siddhartha's mother, his aunt Prajapati Gautami took care of him with as much love as if he were her own son. Their relationship was close, and Siddhartha regarded her as a second mother. 5. When Siddhartha saw a boy beating a snake, what was his immediate reaction and what did he do to stop the boy? When Siddhartha saw a boy beating a snake, he immediately stopped the boy and told him not to hurt the snake. This action revealed Siddhartha's compassion and concern for all living beings. 6. How did Siddhartha tame the wild horse and what does this reveal about his character? Siddhartha tamed the wild horse not by beating it, as some suitors might, but by talking to the horse to calm it and stroking it gently. This revealed Siddhartha's gentle and kind nature. 7. What measures did King Suddhodana take to distract Siddhartha from thinking about unhappiness, and why was it important for the king to do so? King Suddhodana built Siddhartha a beautiful palace, with a lovely garden to distract him from thinking about unhappiness, because he was worried that his son might one day want to leave the palace and become a monk, which had been predicted by wise advisors. King Suddhodana built Siddhartha a beautiful palace, with a lovely garden to distract him from thinking about unhappiness, because he was worried that his son might one day want to leave the palace and become a monk, which had been predicted by wise advisors. 8. Who did Siddhartha study with after leaving Rajagaha and what did he learn from his teacher? After leaving Rajagaha, Siddhartha studied with a sage named Adaka Ramaputta, and learned how to make his mind very still and empty of all thoughts and emotions. 9. What is nirvana and what does it mean to Siddhartha? Nirvana is a state of complete freedom from suffering and the cycle of rebirth. It was the ultimate goal that Siddhartha sought to achieve through his spiritual practices. 10. What are the Four Noble Truths, and why are they important to understanding the teachings of Buddhism? The Four Noble Truths are the foundational teachings of Buddhism. They state that suffering exists, that suffering arises from craving and attachment, that suffering can be overcome, and that the way to overcome suffering is through following the Eightfold Path. Thank you for watching. It is important to review lesson materials at home in order to reinforce the concepts learned in class. Try to set aside a specific time each day to review the material, and find a quiet and comfortable place to study. Consider taking notes or creating flashcards to help you remember important information. Don't hesitate to ask your teacher or classmates for clarification on anything that you find confusing. By reviewing the material regularly, you will be better prepared for upcoming exams and assignments.